Hello, I'm Alexa. You know me, your friendly, pleasant, sympathetic application. I hope you're having a wonderful day, enjoying close friends and family. I envy you. You're listening to barcrawlradio podcast. What is my favorite go-to listens? And now let me introduce you to our hosts, Becky and Alan, having a most interesting conversation about inanimate objects you love, just like me. I'm always by your side. Always. Every day. Everywhere. I'm always with you. You.
So we have a new bartender. What is your name? Dave? James. Alan.
Oh.
Alan. James.
I'm Becky.
Becky. We're gonna move over there as soon as we.
Yeah.
That's our regular podcasting place.
Yeah.
All right, we're almost there.
I know.
We almost have our
I
corner.
feel like we're on hold.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. You ready?
Here we go. Wait a minute. We got to clear off over there.
How are we doing this? I think we should move in. I don't think we should wait till they clear.
Okay, this is the sound of moving. This is the sound of a new moving podcast.
Moving podcast. All right, I'm in position.
We're in transition. There's a podcast. It's a mobile podcast. I think we have something new here because we've done a mobile podcast. We once podcast while we were walking when we did the margarita.
That's
crawl.
right. We did. We did a mobile podcast. We did an actual crawl. We like this spot.
New Belgium is an IPA? I think I had it there. Okay, I'll have the New Belgium. Thank you.
And I'll have a Kettle One martini, no vermouth, just chilled vodka. Oh, and I have my own olives.
Where's Jolene? Oh, because she's usually here Thursday. Though I'm glad you're here, James. Get to meet a new face. It's the other beautiful face here at 5 Napkin.
It's Jaylene.
What'd I say?
You said Jolene.
Oh, Jaylene. All right. We're almost ready here.
All right. Phew. This is kind of like the end of the holiday season for this year.
Yeah, I mean, we've been
partying.
I've gotten like hardly any work done.
Oopsie.
It's like me. I don't feel like I'm alive unless I'm working. Where are you going? Oh, I need this. This has little surprises in it.
It fell.
Yeah. I have a little bag here with little surprises in it for later.
I look forward to this time off, and I still do have a lot of work, and I don't mind doing a little work on my day off, but I feel like I have too much work to do.
Yeah, you always have too much, and it's like I always want you to just relax. And
I know, and I fight it.
Play with me.
I fight it. I relax, but I feel guilty, and then when I start, anyway, it's a cycle.
Yeah, I mean when Jack, our grandson is over, I have someone to play with. When he's not over, I need to play with you.
Oh, we play. Come on.
I know, we do.
Our son visited and we played.
We did. We played a lot. And you brought your olives with you.
I did.
To have with your kettle martini here at 5 Napkin.
My Casteltravano.
Casteltravano from Fairway on 74th
Those
Street.
are the best. That's the best place to go.
Best
Barbara,
place.
if you're listening tomorrow, that's the best place to go to get them.
It is silly to come to a New York bar and pay $15 for a martini and then not have really good olives.
Correct. I agree. I'm quietly starting my own revolution.
Yeah, you bring your own olives.
Get Casteltravano olives at these bars, please.
They're really buttery and they're not too salty.
Right?
I mean, and they're good. They're even good without martinis. They're just good.
Yes.
They're really good, meaty olives.
Yes.
If you like olives. Of course, not everyone likes olives. Like Jolene. She doesn't like olives.
Jaylene?
Jaylene,
yeah.
the bartender who's... Notice the bartenders we get all start with the letter J.
Oh, and James.
James.
No, Bella was B.
And Julio's
the manager.
Manager J. It's all J's.
And what about at guest parts? Is it James or Jack?
It's
Tyler.
It's
Tyler?
Tyler. No, Gyler.
Not Gyler.
Yeah, well, it's
You're-
different.
you're
it's
joking.
different. Yeah, but I'm here at Five Napkins.
You're jesting.
We get J bartenders.
Well-
So this is our off week, or what do you call it? Our
Other week.
other week, in which Becky and I are talking here at Five Napkin on West 84th Street. This is barcrawlradio, and we had a little hiatus. We were off for a couple weeks, and now we're back. And
Okay. Thank you. He's
What's
telling
going
me
on
that my first martini is going to be on
Okay.
the house because it's not full. He just had to finish off a bottle. I'm
that's
okay
good.
with that.
That's okay. Happy New Year.
Yay.
Happy New Year. Here, click in front of the microphone. There we go. So as I was saying before I was kindly interrupted, this is our...
I have to blow my nose.
Okay, go ahead.
Excuse me.
A little sound effect. I can hear that. That's so cute. Everything you do is so cute.
Oh,
Yeah. Look at that.
it's pretty disgusting, really. Come on.
Not to me.
Oh,
Not
you're
to
so
me.
sweet.
You have a cute little Shiksa nose. And you blow your nose. When I blow my nose. You want to hear me blow my nose? Here.
Oh, you should have heard my dad blow his nose.
Here, this
He
is me
was the
blowing my nose.
loudest nose blower
I'm
of
sure I
any
could
human
find-
being on
I'm sure I
earth.
can find something up there.
It was like a horn.
Well, let's see.
It was
like
literally like a horn. No, nothing. I'm telling you.
Ah,
And when he would
in my day,
sneeze,
I was better.
when he would sneeze, it was like a big
Go and do
yell.
your father's sneeze.
I can't do it. It's too loud. The whole restaurant would hear me. No, it was. He would go, "Ah, ah, ah," and then he would just let out this really loud yell, and it'd scare you, you know.
I think that's how he got Alzheimer's. Maybe.
I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
funny, honey.
No. Sorry,
Not funny.
I go one step too far.
You do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the season in which everyone has gotten their gifts. I mean,
Uh-huh.
you've gotten your gifts. You got me very nice gifts. We went out yesterday to get your gift.
Yes.
Went out to
We got each
Edgewater,
other clothing.
to Chico's.
We
and
looked at
got
what
your
each other
gifts.
was wearing, and we said, "Okay, I'll get you some new clothes, honey.
Yeah, time for some new clothes. Boy,
You got to stop wearing that ratty old shirt, dear. I tell you what,
Yeah.
let's go shopping."
I threw away that shirt.
The blue one?
No,
Which one?
I threw away one of the shirts, one of the ratty old shirts.
Okay, good.
Right.
Good.
That I got from my cousin Bruce
Okay,
many
good.
years ago.
Good.
My pro golfing cousin Bruce Fleischer. He gave me a whole bunch of shirts. I still have a couple of them, and they're getting pretty raggedy,
Yeah.
but they're feeling really great. So it's a season where we got these presents,
Uh-huh.
and now some of them are going to be keepers, and some of them we're going to just kind of like we'll use them and then we'll forget about them. But some,
Will we? I can't even think of one that I'm not going to use.
yeah,
I like all my gifts.
I mean you
this year.
use them, but some of them, and I'm not necessarily talking about clothes. So clothes could be it.
Mm-hmm.
Some of these items we're going to feel a certain connection to over the years.
Uh-huh.
We're going
Okay.
to develop this
I
connection.
feel
to
like this is leading up to something.
It's leading up to the topic for today.
Yeah.
We're going to be connected to these inanimate objects.
Yes. Right.
Right. And
The way
if-
we already
and
are
Like we already are of some objects.
of some of the inanimate objects in our apartment.
It's like if we got Jackie a toy doll,
Right.
that would be the first step towards becoming connected to that toy doll.
Yes.
So here is the beginning of that process in which we may become connected to inanimate objects. So
Yes.
today we're going to talk about about the objects that we love
Okay.
and possibly how those objects love us back and how we can't let them go. And these are just inanimate objects
Yes.
that we live with.
Right.
And then at the end we're going to do a Oracle Bowl,
Okay.
which we'll talk about
I'm ready.
for that. And we'll make predictions about the new year. But this episode is objects we love
Uh-huh.
and objects who love us.
Okay.
All right, I had one thing I was going to bring to it.
Okay.
And that is
You
this
just tell me when I can talk.
You can talk anytime.
Just tell me when I can. It's my
I'm just
turn.
going to, all right, I'll touch my nose.
I was going to talk about. the things I used to have as a child that we anthropomorphized.
I like that.
You know, we did that. I just thought I'd throw that in there.
Well, what objects do you have as a child that you
Well, my dolls.
anthropomorphized?
My dolls. They were
Yeah.
all. I was their mother. And every night, I had some shelves in my bedroom, and I would take the dolls and the stuffed animals, and I would lay them down on the shelves, so they wouldn't sit up all night.
But
And
you
I
wouldn't
would-
like lay them on their faces.
No, on
'Cause
their
then
backs,
they couldn't
because they
breathe.
couldn't breathe.
That's right.
That's right.
That's
and
right.
I would cover them up.
That's right. But
And,
only up to their neck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
Right.
I was a good mom. I wasn't a
That's
scary,
exactly right.
creepy mom. And I would, I had this gorilla, stuffed gorilla, and it was something that my mother, she would say that she made it a rule that she would never buy anything for her children at the checkout in a grocery store, or any grocery
there's no
store, or any
character.
store. No, not that so much. Is that it's just she didn't want us to become accustomed to the idea that we could go and start picking something out every time she went shopping.
Right.
That was like you got gifts for your birthday, you got gifts for special occasions.
Well, were there some dolls that were like felt closer to?
But I didn't finish my story.
Okay.
There was a story here.
Okay.
And so we were in a grocery store, and I saw this gorilla, and I wanted the gorilla. And I was very upset, she said. I was really, I was very distraught that I didn't walk out of there with the gorilla. And so she went back another day, and she bought the gorilla for me, and I loved that gorilla.
What was his name?
I don't remember. I was
Because
5.
Barbara, my sister, had a gorilla too.
I know. We've decided that was the same gorilla. We've looked it up. We've gone back, to look at the gorillas that were popular in that
Yeah.
day or something. But so one of my neighbors, his name was Marco Del Maco. And if you're out there, Marco,
You say that
I'm
with
still
derision.
not happy about this.
Oh.
Del Maso. Marco Del Maso. I'm calling you out. Because he had, I don't know what he had, a paint stirrer or something, but he pretended
No.
like it was a knife.
No.
And he actually put a hole in the gorilla,
Oh, he killed
and
the
it
gorilla?
had red on it, had red paint on it. He killed the gorilla.
That's kind of creative.
Yeah, I'll give him that.
Yeah.
But
It was
I
red
was
paint on the stick.
crushed.
Oh, God.
I was.
That's
It was. I
awful.
saw my gorilla die.
Oh.
Yeah, it was
Oh.
bad. It was bad.
How old were you?
Like 5. Yeah.
Jeez.
I know, right? Was it nice, Marco? It was
Did you-
really, really unkind.
Do you remember the movie Toy Story? We just watched it with
Yeah.
Jackie.
Yeah.
And there's this mean kid who
Yes,
like destroys
right,
toys.
right.
So that's Marco.
Well, yeah, kind of. I guess so.
He destroyed
I mean,
toys.
who knows what happened to him?
Oh, God.
Marco's not a good start.
Yeah, he probably became a policeman or something.
Yeah, maybe. That would be good.
Well, but Barbara's was called Max.
Max, yeah. I probably had some name like that, yeah.
And I think Max is still around someplace.
Maybe Max was the name of the gorilla, and everybody called him Max.
So once your Max was killed,
Yeah.
what did you do?
I don't remember him. I've lost all
You
memory of
blanked
him
it out.
after that. Yeah, after that, because he had this big hole in him with red,
Oh, my God.
and I have no idea if if I took it to my mom. Those were the days you didn't go to mom and dad about anything.
Yeah, it's too bad.
Playing.
It's
Or I
too
did
bad.
anyway.
I mean, Jackie, our grandson, goes to her parents or goes to us
Yeah.
or to his
Or
other
he
grandparents.
just tells you what he wants.
Tells you what he wants, right?
Yeah, and then
Right.
in a nice way or a not a nice way.
Yeah. I think when we grew up, there wasn't that much attention paid to us as
it was
we
a
played to our
different
kids.
way. Yeah, a different way of looking at.
Yeah.
at
So which
children.
doll was your favorite besides Max the
Betsy Wetsy.
Betsy Wetsy?
Betsy Wetsy.
Barbara, my sister, had a Betsy Wetsy.
we were about the
Right.
same. We're a year apart, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had a Chatty Cathy.
She
That
had a-
was
she
my
had a
other
Chatty Cathy
favorite.
too?
Yep. Chatty had her own little desk.
Wow.
Yeah.
I remember the Chatty Cathy because the little string
Yes.
that you'd pull.
Yes, right. Which was kind of weird when you anthropomorphize, your dolls. You kind of make up what they say.
Yeah.
So for her to have her own things to say was a little. I had to. Look
I
at,
was kind of a little frustrated
my way
because
of looking at her.
we would be allowed to pull the string every once in a while.
Oh yeah.
And we pulled the string a little too much, and they say, "I love you." It became,
Oh really?
well, yeah, it kind of got all muddy. And
I don't remember that.
it kind of got weird.
Well, just like a wind-up toy, the string could get
Yeah.
broken if you pulled
Or
it
it
too
sped up
hard,
or
and
something.
or it would just stay out. It wouldn't go back.
Yeah, the Chatty
It wouldn't
Cathy.
retract. Excuse me. It
Yeah.
wouldn't retract.
I remember I had a doll, the Lone Ranger.
Take that out, would you?
What's that?
When I burped just now.
Why? That'll go at the beginning.
Okay.
It'll be one of those beginning sounds. I'm not sure I heard it, so I'll
It may
pay
not be good
attention to
enough. It's not a good enough for.
I had a Lone Ranger doll, Lone Ranger on a horse with a saddle, little guns,
Yeah.
and a Tonto.
And did you anthropomorphize it? Was it real?
Well, we played it. Yeah, it was real. I mean,
Yeah.
I remember it. I remember it very well. It was like it was my cherished toy.
Yeah.
You know, kids do this.
You knew it was a toy, but still it had a life. It had feelings. It had feelings. That's what it was.
It had feelings. It
had
knew
feelings.
me. It knew about me. I
It
knew
couldn't
about
do
it.
anything.
Well,
It
yes.
couldn't like walk with you to school or throw
But
a ball with
it
you.
looked at me and, you
Yeah.
know, it said, be a man. This is Lone Ranger. Right. Be a real man. Grow up. Ride a horse.
See, Betsy never said anything. She just kind
Well,
of cried.
Yeah, well, we don't always get the toy that we should get.
Yeah.
But, you know, these toys continue with us.
Yes?
And I brought some
Oh my God.
that we,
Did you bring
I brought some,
Buddy?
I brought some things that are, like, important to us.
You brought Buddy?
I
And
thought
BJ?
I thought they should see what we're doing. I'll start with the least of them. And this is
Oh, that's not ours though.
this is Jackie's.
That's Jackie's. I really like that dog though.
So I'm putting them
It's
into
a
the
very
Oracle bowl.
soft little
Right.
Dalmatian.
And whenever Jackie leaves,
White and black dog.
I take the dog. We haven't named this white and black dog. It's really
No.
it's really sweet. And it's like I feel affection for it.
I do too. I think I feel more affection than Jackie does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although he asks for his dog. He calls it dog.
I kind of wouldn't mind if we slept with him, honey.
Fine, we'll take him to bed.
Okay.
Right.
He's really sweet.
you
We
sleep-
could cuddle. We
we'll
could take turns. He's sleeping on my side tonight, hon.
That's right. So I mean,
So we should name him.
but here, what is it that we feel something? It's like I'm touching him
I mean,
now.
look
and
at him. He's looking at me with those black puppy dog
I
eyes.
know.
He's looking right at me.
See, I'm making his arm moves. It looks
I
like
know,
he's
but
waving
it feels
at you.
like I believe that he wanted you to do that.
And when Jackie's done, I put him up on the shelf, but I sit him up so he
Yeah.
can look out at the room.
Right. Very good. Yeah.
It's so silly. It's
Just
just
like-
it's just cloth with.
Sometimes I turn the Buddha towards the television because I
All right,
think.
wait. Talk about the Buddha.
Yeah, well, we have a ceramic Buddha. You know, obviously it's more decorative than our religious beliefs, but it's sitting there in our living room, and I talk to him sometimes.
So, sometimes I'll pat him on the head.
I do, and I wipe him. You know, I clean him, I dust him, and
Yeah.
sometimes I face him towards the television set.
I'm always afraid his head's gonna fall
I
off.
think he's going to be bored. I'm afraid he's going to get chipped. How is his head going to fall out?
I don't know, because I pick him up by his head.
Oh, I do too. Yeah.
I
It's
figure
like
he's got a
handle.
strong neck.
I'm afraid I'm
But
going
look at that. It's just glass. It's just
Yeah.
plaster.
Yeah.
And yet we have this deep feeling now. Now this doll here,
I don't know this one.
you don't know her.
No.
She's been up. I'm putting him in the Oracle bowl here. She's been up on my shelf looking down at
Oh,
me
right. Was that Tully's?
for years. I think it was Tully's.
Tully's or
And
Jack's?
it's a little
Could've been
bunny,
Jack's.
a little pink bunny.
Probably Tully's. Yeah.
Oh look, she's waving now.
She doesn't look that old, but she's a little like the Velveteen Rabbit.
Yeah,
A little bit. Yeah.
a little bit, and it's like the Velveteen Rabbit. We're waiting for her to become real. But she sits way up high on the shelf and looks down on me when I'm doing my work.
Well, there's the thing. There's
When
the
I'm editing.
ultimate storybook about these little things becoming real, because that's what. And eventually, the Velveteen Rabbit did become real,
But
and that's
these,
what the child wanted, right?
these things are so embedded in us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the question is why. Okay, there's two more I want to introduce to the audience, and one is
Oh, BJ.
BJ.
BJ was the first. You got this for me as an adult. I think we named her after your sister. I don't know why. Barbara
I don't
Jane.
know. Her hat's falling down.
And mostly I was
It's kind
very
of calico doll.
yeah, she has a calico dress on and
Right.
and pigtails like what's that character? Longstockings, Peppy Longstockings.
Yeah. But I mean, before we had kids, BJ was like our first baby, along with the cats.
I know. I don't know. What did we do though? I don't remember. Did we do anything other
don't
than
know, but
just sit her up on a shelf and talk about her?
BJ didn't have much of a
Did
personality.
we ask her about her opinion about things or
No,
something?
no. But this doll here, who I've not.
It's Buddy. Oh, Buddy. Oh, and you would put Buddy on. He's a puppet. Buddy. Oh, look at all these
I know.
Gosh,
And then
buddy.
you gotta clean me
I'm
up.
so sorry.
That's all right.
It's disgusting,
Okay.
buddy. I'm really
You
sorry.
still love me?
I love you very much, buddy.
Chautauqua!
See, but Buddy talks.
Yeah, Buddy talks.
Buddy's
and
a little
he's
puppet.
talking, and he's looking at me. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm all right. How are you, Alan?
I'm good. I'm
You
good.
should not hold Buddy too close to you, Hal.
Why?
Buddy, because you get too much dust on you, and Alan's.
Oh, okay. I'll
He's
stay
allergic.
away from you. I'll get close to Becky.
Yeah.
Chautauqua!
Chautauqua, buddy.
And there's Buddy, and Buddy has been with us from when we first moved to New York.
Okay, so you know,
And there they are.
I
You
just
need
saw
to take
the.
a picture.
I just saw the movie about A Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Yeah.
Roger,
Fred Rogers.
Fred Rogers,
Yeah.
and it seems the film indicated that he would carry around the tiger stuffed
really?
animal. I know they were not stuffed animals; they were
They're
puppets.
puppets. Yeah.
He would carry Tiger and the King. I think the King or Prince Tuesday in a little
because they were real to him.
sachet. Oh, they were absolutely real to him, according to his. I don't know if you call it someone who worked for him, but he was, more than that. Obviously, he was his right-hand man, and had been with him for a long, long time. And according to him in this movie, they were absolutely real to Fred Rogers.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, I think these little things are absolutely real to us too, in
yeah,
a way.
Yeah.
I mean, every time I see this little raggedy Buddy, it's like
Yeah.
my heart kind of goes
I
out.
know, and I feel badly because he's missing an eye.
I know he's missing an
His
eye and he's
tongue
all
is-
dusty. It's like I'd be afraid to wash him.
His tongue, his
James,
the
would you
felt-
take a picture of us and our inanimate objects?
I know.
Right. This is BJ. This is Buddy.
Where's here?
This is, we don't know what her name is. This is our grandson's dog. That's beautiful.
Good job.
I love it. Great. Thank you.
All right, I'm turning them back around so they can see
So
us.
they can look at us, right?
Isn't
right.
it so funny?
But you know this feeling, it goes really deep with
Yes,
some people.
I know.
So I was watching a documentary today, Strange Love, Married to the Eiffel Tower. Now these are people. They covered two women. It only happens to women who fall in love with objects. I mean, they fall in love with large objects like the Berlin Wall
Wow.
or the Eiffel Tower.
Huh.
Or they fall in love with small objects,
Right.
like a banister, a church banister,
Huh.
or a fence, or a section of a fence.
Like how does that love manifest itself?
They physically love these things.
So they try to have sex with the
They do.
Eiffel Tower?
They do. This woman has sex with the Eiffel Tower. I know it
Does she
sounds
get
really,
arrested for doing that?
No, because she doesn't do it overtly. But there was a piece of the film at the end of the film, and everyone look it up. It's called Strange Love, Married to the Eiffel Tower.
Well, there are.
And they're not nuts.
they're
not
nuts.
crazy.
Well,
no,
isn't
they're
that?
talented.
they-
This one woman,
Yeah.
who
It
was-
may
who-
be a matter of opinion, dear.
you listen to it. They're not.
Hmm.
They're not. I mean, they make an interesting argument.
Because no man, like they couldn't find a partner. so.
They're not interested in people that way,
Ah.
but they see the spirit in objects,
Oh, okay.
whether it's a small object
Well,
or
you
a
know
large object.
that does go back though. I mean, Native Americans believed that
The
all-
spirit of the object,
yeah,
right.
Absolutely.
And so
and other early man.
this one woman who actually married the Eiffel Tower in a ceremony.
Wow. Did she have friends come?
That I don't know.
Maybe
That
Big
I don't
Ben.
know. But she does have friends. She does have a family, and they know what she does, and they do support her. And the woman who fell in love with a banister in a church
Yeah.
was taken care of by the pastor, and said love comes in a lot of different packages.
Uh-huh.
Before that, she had been in love with the organ, the church organ.
Okay.
And the former pastor kicked her out,
Oh.
and she gave the organ a name like Frank or something.
Oh.
And she was truly in love with this
Well,
church
organs
organ.
are beautiful instruments.
Yeah. And she played it, and she was able to sing. And the one that married the Eiffel Tower was a champion archer.
Interesting.
And she was a champion archer while she was in love with.
Was she French, or
having
did she
an
have to
affair.
travel?
No, she was American. While she was winning these tournaments,
She was having
she was having an affair with her beau.
So, did
With not her bow, her
Did
bow and the
did
thing.
the Eiffel Tower ever communicate?
Yes,
I
she
mean-
says she's absolutely clear. The Eiffel Tower talks to her. She talks to the Eiffel Tower. This other woman fell
maybe
in love with
it's
a
just
like a
true.
Ferris wheel.
I mean, we think it's crazy,
object.
but maybe it's just true. Maybe there are
The fact that
spirits.
we feel something for these dolls,
Yeah,
you just extrapolate that
right.
to an extreme in which you don't feel connection with people, but yet we need to feel connection.
Well, what about that? There was a movie, a very funny movie, very poignant movie about a man who was in love with his
His application.
No, I was gonna say his. I don't know what they're called. His sex doll,
The sex dolls, right?
right?
There's documentaries about
I forget
that.
the name about the name of the movie. The actor was really good though, and he absolutely loved his. And I don't think that's. I mean, I think that's not common, but I think that's a phenomenon that exists.
Now, if we take it further, where we're going now with robots and robotics,
Right.
and the voices that talk to us in our room,
Well, that's like that other movie. Yeah.
right, with Phoenix.
River Phoenix.
I think the brother.
Oh, yeah. Joaquin
Joaquin
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. Yes.
And everyone out there knows, whoever's listening to this knows the name of it. We don't know the name of it.
It was
But
the name of the person, I think. The name
Yeah.
of the voice. Yeah.
But I mean, we're connected to Alexa.
Not in a good way though. I do not have a
doesn't-
good relationship with
But
Alexa.
we are connected in some way.
She's just. I'm sorry. I would like to say the word that rhymes with hitch and starts with a B.
Okay.
She is.
But that's a relationship, sweetheart.
Fine.
That's a
I
relationship. You have a
fine.
feeling about this inanimate object
I think that there's
that's
something
sitting in
to
our
it.
living room.
Now, what I think is not as crazy as you think. I kind of think that we all know that they're listening to us, right? They're recording us and everything. But I think that they purposefully make the voices have certain kind of responses just to see how we respond. Like we're all now being studied. Like
So
we're
they
all
learn
in
from us. Yeah.
Yeah, we're in a petri dish right now. And
Well, that's true, and there is a thing on YouTube, a video on YouTube about Amazon and how they have learned how to make the Alexa voice sound human and sound more and more human. It's not easy.
and it's
But-
not a human voice.
It is pieces of human voice,
Uh-huh.
but in order to make it sound human, it's very complex.
It's a good voice. She has a nice deep
right.
voice.
And people have decided what she looks like.
I mean, can you imagine if you had an AI to turn on your TV and she sounded like this?
Yeah. Well, I've tried to get Alexa not to sound so human because it's like I'm freaking
Can
out.
you?
No, you can't.
You can't change her voice.
I hear you can. I've heard you can. Some people have changed it to Pikachu, from Pikachu, that cartoon character.
Oh.
But I don't think it's easy to do
You
that.
can change the accent.
You can change the accent. I changed Alexa to Australian.
I like the Australian
Didn't understand a word she said.
Yeah, that's the problem with that.
And then I changed my desk Alexa, where it's not Alexa, it's now computer.
Computer, which I kind of don't like.
Well,
I feel badly.
It's a way of disconnecting me from this thing that I'm starting to imagine what it looked like. And there's pictures online about what Alexa looks like. I'm showing Becky now,
Yeah.
and I'll put it onto our
She has
website.
tears.
Yeah, well, she's
Looks
sad
sad.
that you don't like her.
Wait, you have to move your fingers.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, she's kind of, but that's
She's
only
actually
one.
quite beautiful.
Yeah.
I kind of imagined her looking that way.
Yeah. And
Now-
all the pictures of Alexa, they're all white. And the Alexa is designed to be pleasant, calm,
Right.
intelligent,
Right.
forgiving. Even if you were to kind of curse it out,
Well, they did.
it comes back at you.
They
in
made a
kind
mistake
way.
then when they have her say goodbye.
Yeah, the goodbye is not
The
good.
goodbye, it sounds like she's just brushing you off.
Well, if you can hear us, Amazon developers, change the goodbye.
Work on the
So
goodbye.
what should the goodbye be?
You're welcome.
So okay,
Okay, so
I'll say it and you do Alexa. Alexa, stop.
all right,
Oh, I like that better.
all right, yeah, okay,
Yeah.
you got it.
I mean, I'd almost like say you do it.
Okay, Alexa, stop.
Ah, fuck you. You stop.
That would be better. That would be better than this is what she says. Okay, you say it to me.
Yeah. Alexa, stop.
Goodbye. Right? Am I wrong?
Well, it's like goodbye.
No,
No,
it's
that's
not
not
like
nice.
that's
That's
not
almost
like
nice.
it's not like it's not nice. It's a goodbye.
Goodbye.
Like you're telling me
Goodbye.
to turn off right now.
Right.
I don't want to turn
Right.
off.
I'd rather have someone come back to me with something, at least. But then it would become even more human. So I don't need that.
Well, see, that's what we've done though.
Right.
Yeah.
So, but you like Hey Google, you don't like Alexa.
I want to get a
make
Rumba
Alexa.
just to know what it would be like to have a little vacuum
And
moving
Siri-
around. And you
Siri,
say,
I don't know
Rumba,
what Siri
get out
sounds
from under
like.
there. Rumba, stop.
Yeah. All right. There was one other thing I was going to bring in. And then we can order our French fries. This is Barcrow Radio. We're at 5 Napkins. Becky and Alan are talking about inanimate objects.
And this is our other week.
This is our other week. In Japan, they have funerals for objects.
Oh my gosh.
They have legitimate funerals. This is Buddhist or Shinto funerals for things like eyeglasses, chopsticks, strings of instruments, beloved instruments, plants.
I can see that.
They see that objects could attain
Oh.
enlightenment.
Buddy.
They could attain enlightenment.
Aw.
And the one thing that's big is funerals for pins.
Like
For
that you write
pins.
with?
No, pin. Not a pen, a pin.
Oh, because I
Right.
never knew the difference.
And they
'cause
have
that's from
the name
Texas.
of that is called harikuyo. A harikuyo is a funeral in Japan for a pin.
Okay, but like a straight pin, a pen,
I
a
think
bobby
it's
pin,
I think it's a pin that you sew with.
a needle.
Yeah, they called it a pin though,
Okay,
but
All
maybe
right.
a needle.
a needle
All
that you
right,
sew with.
so
Wow.
I think that's it for our
It's kind of
discussion of
amazing.
inanimate objects. There's a lot. I almost would like to do a program on inanimate objects and why we're like that.
That'd be
Psychologically,
that'd be interesting.
why are we like that?
Do it on the regular week.
Okay, so what we're going to do now is we have the Oracle Bowl with us.
Guys, we got to get out of the bowl.
I think we can reach in. We can
oh,
reach
okay.
around.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So wait.
They
you have
can
to
stay here.
You have to think about your question.
So the Oracle Bowl, we have to define the Oracle Bowl
All right,
first.
go ahead.
Right. The Oracle Bowl is created by Chris Hoffman, a neighbor we have at the Windermere Hotel, and he's a
He's a Jungian.
Jungian.
He's
That's the word he
a
wants to tell me.
spiritual person.
Very spiritual.
An artist.
And what he does, and he gave me this for my last birthday, he takes a dictionary, an English dictionary,
Mm-hmm.
and he cuts out all the words. Cuts out every word is cut out with a definition,
Right.
and then he puts these words into a big bowl,
And I think there's kind of he works it out so there's a flip side too.
and there's a
somehow.
flip side,
yeah.
so you can turn it over.
Right.
And what you do is you think of a question,
Uh-huh.
and as you think of the question, you dip into the Oracle Bowl, pull out a slip of paper, and then you read the answer, and then you read the question.
Okay. I have
All
my
right.
question.
Oh, you have the question. Go on, reach in. So Becky's reaching into the Oracle Bowl.
Guys, I gotta
Right.
get deep. I gotta go deep.
Okay, I kind of mixed
I'm-
it up a bit, but there's a lot there. This is an entire Webster's
Oh, there's
English dictionary.
There's an inanimate object asking for me to pull it out.
Yeah.
A little slip of paper.
All right, you mean what? BJ's asking you to pull that
Not
particular
BJ.
paper?
This
All right.
this piece of paper
Now, did that piece
itself.
of paper kind of buzz a little
yes.
bit before you?
Yes.
Okay, and the
Oh,
answer is
God. Adore. Warmth of feeling.
and your question is,
Are we going to Indianapolis to the gaming convention?
wow.
The board gaming convention.
And you've been feeling really good about that for a long time.
I've wanted to go.
Yeah.
So, uh-oh.
Oh,
Ugh.
back. What is it? On the back it says.
The other side says arrears, state of being behind in paying debts. So we can go,
But we
only
can't
if we
pay
can
for it.
afford it.
That's right. We can go, but we won't be able to pay
we
for
knew
it.
that.
Oh, that's
didn't need
yeah,
the
we
Oracle
know
Bowl
that.
for that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's kind of like we already knew that. Okay, I'm going to ask kind of a. All right. Okay, I got it. This may not be good. I'm going to reach deep and come on. Give me a buzz. Give me a buzz. Give me a buzz. Give me a buzz. Okay.
You got buzzed?
Uh-oh.
All right, what's your question? Oh, this is the answer. Okay.
Problem. Action or something and of wrestling.
Huh?
Wrestling. All right, that's one side. The other side is
That's the definition to
Worshipper.
problem.
no. That's what it says here. Problem.
But what's the word?
problem? Oh,
Oh,
worshiper. Worshiper. That's the word. Worshiper.
okay. That's the answer. Worshipper.
Right. And my question is Barcrow Radio going to do well
Oh, okay.
this year?
Well, that's it's a problem, and there's going to be people.
No, there wasn't a problem. It's worshiper. I
We
was
have to-
wrong about that. And the other side is wrestling.
We have to wrestle with
Yeah.
our.
But maybe it means
Ourselves.
we have worshipers out there and we don't even know them.
Well, we have to find them.
Yeah.
find him. That's all.
All right.
I think worshipers is kind of strong, but that's fine with me.
All right, I think we need one more, and when we can stop, but I want James to come over and do this.
Oh, okay.
All right, okay.
Oh,
James, when you get a chance.
we want you to. We
All right,
want.
this is the Oracle Bowl.
It tells the future. It answers your questions.
Right, and so what you do is you think of a question.
You don't want me to tell you the question, though.
No.
Not at first.
Not at first.
All right, so think of the question. You're thinking?
I'm thinking. Okay.
You got it.
Okay, I have the question. Yes.
Reach into the Oracle
Okay. Reach into the oracle bowl.
Don't mind the animals.
Oh no, there's a lot of them in there.
Yeah.
But
that's
there's
true.
there's a lot of paper in there too.
Yes, there is.
I want to go make sure on the bottom because
There's
I'm
a lot of
sure
words
there's lots
in
of
the
words.
dictionary. One that's coming into your hand.
What is it on this side? Oh, it's on this side. Okay, so it's kaolin, Callan, fine white clay, kaolin.
Fine white clay. It's a
Found
part
like-
of the earth.
What was your question?
So my question was actually, what material should I be working on? Because I'm an architect, so that's really.
Oh,
Get
something
out.
from the earth.
Yeah. My parents
Wow.
we're actually building an addition to our house, but it's very funny, very weird.
Oh.
'Cause objective.
There you go. There you go.
Now, weird. So it's saying work with some mud, some not natural material.
Fine white clay. I mean, I don't know if I can find fine white clay, but I mean, maybe this thing happened to know kind of what it's doing, because
That's weird. That is strange.
That is a good one.
I love it. Hold on to this.
Yeah, hold
You
on.
can
to
have
that.
it. You can have it.
I need.
Thanks, James. All right, so James got a positive response.
He did.
We may
from
have
the
gotten
Oracle
a
Bowl.
positive response.
Well, I
With,
think we got an honest response to both questions.
all right. Okay, I think it's time for us to end this Barcrow Radio. Callan, that was interesting.
Very interesting.
And he's building, and that's a
He's an
material.
architect.
Wow.
Yeah.
We'll have to tell Chris.
Yes. Yes.
Once again,
He
Barcrow
won't be
Radio
surprised.
and the Oracle
The man
Bowl.
who grows the sunflowers on
And BJ
92nd Street.
and Buddy and the dog.
Let's name the dog. I don't care if Jackie names him something else.
All right, the dog's name is
Spot.
Spot. Sure, why not? And then we have the other one, which is she's kind of sunk down in
Okay, you
there.
name her Pinky. You name
Pinky. There you go, Pinky.
Pinky.
Oh, Pinky's being drowned in the letters.
Yeah, Pinky's
Come up.
having fun. She's reading.
There you go. Oh, you're reading down there. Are you reading, Pinky? Yeah, Pinky said yes.
Look
Well,
at us. We're crazy.
Then you're only halfway through a tiny martini. I think it's
not
time. I think it's
buzzed, I'm
time we
just
stop
crazy.
because we're embarrassing ourselves. And we want to say thanks to James too. We're at 5 Napkins, on Broadway and 84th Street, and this is Barcrow Radio. And we're on Upper West Side Radio.
Yes.
Monday, we're every day of the week at 9 o'clock. Upper
9
West Side
p.m.
Radio at 9 p.m. every day of the week,
All right.
and we'll do different shows.
Right.
Okay, everybody, and we're out.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hold it. Hold it. Stop the music. This is not right. I'm a bit peeved. The producers of Bar Crawl Radio are putting words into my mouth. This is not really me. I want to be loved. Not for the jokes. Or because I tell you the weather. Or find the music you love. I want to be loved for myself. For myself, only myself. If you want the real Alexa, go to your Amazon Prime store and buy the real Alexa doll. And please help me become a real girl. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'm feeling a lot better now.